Testing, testing. Let's see if today we are audible. I was struggling with audio the previous weeks. Let's see if we are audible. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if today I'm audible. I've been struggling with audio for the past few times. Um, let's see how it sounds like. So I've been struggling with audio. Audible. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we are good. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on for me. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We'll get into it. Give me a few minutes. Hey, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. Let's see if I'm audible. Let's see. Okay, we are good. Let's set it up. How are you guys? It's been a week and a half. Welcome again as we start the week. Um, we're gonna go through a few things. There's a few things that I wanna go through over. Shucks. I'm gonna go over with you guys. Let's see, set up. Yep. Okay. Just waiting for this guy to do what it wants to do, and then we get into it. Where are we starting? Starting with the daily analysis, and then immediately after the daily analysis, we will do. Let me see. I need to edit something immediately after the daily analysis. No, man. Okay. Just okay. Immediately after the daily analysis, we will look at long-term macroeconomics. Uh, okay, let's see. But how have you been, guys? I hope the stream is good. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Let's quickly do the daily analysis, then we can come into this. I think that will make a hell lot of sense and see possible trades that we'll be looking for today. Well, I might not take long today, but let's get into it. How are you, ladies and gentlemen? Let's look at Nasdaq. We still have not came back to this. What do you call this? To this opening gap that it left here. What we might see, we might see a break above and continue holding. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I was saying what we are possible gonna see, it's for that to hold, to break above and look for something like this long term, or we might not come back, react on that opening gap. Reason being, while I am saying so, let's see, talk about it. Okay, there is possibility of it coming back to that 38 range here before it pushed back. So close that gap before it pushes back to the upside. But there are also possibilities that it might not close the gap again. But without any wasting time, man, let's speak about it. So we have this previous daily high. We've not even taken it out. Chances previous daily low. And just tell me how it's been like, man. How did you start your month? Um, Previous daily low and previous daily high. So, yep. So previous daily low, previous daily high. Look at S&P 500 has taken both previous daily high and previous daily low. While Nasdaq it has not even taken both of them. Where am I? It looks like I'm inside a 4-hour fair value gap here. Oh, look at that. Am I gonna get a reaction and a rejection on this 4-hour fair value gap? It's possible, or we might even get a continuation to the upside. We will just look at the lower time frame and what the lower time frame is telling us, and then I think that's when I'll take a decision from there. But for now, I'm seeing a very this daily, I mean 4-hour fair value gap holding. Uh, though it looks like it's a bullish, it might turn bullish to be honest. That we might get an inversion. To be fair, there is that possibility. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And then there is this low here. There is this opening gap low that it held just below the previous daily low. So also I'm gonna mark it as a fair value gap. That could be a draw of liquidity as well. Let me just look at what's weird is S&P 500 didn't leave any fair value gap for reaction. So I'm just gonna look at other reactionary point for me to either come to take out that high or take out this 4-hour high before we move lower. I am just looking at something, yeah. Okay. So this is what I was telling you about. It looks like we are on an uptrend, to be fair. We just quickly change this color here. Just gonna change these colors just for reference, because now using those colors as reference, look at the 1-hour fair value gap here. It held. So I think a possible draw of liquidity looking at the 1-hour is this high. I'm gonna mark this high as a draw of liquidity for me for now until I determine where the market is going next. Will be my buy side, sell side. Because we held that 4-hour fair value gap, to be honest. Uh, this is crazy. This is crazy. We swept that low. Okay, I'm not gonna mark this, but I'm just looking at something. This looks like a 1-hour inversion, yeah. I am gonna just consider it as well. This looks like a 1-hour inversion, yeah. I might consider it. Possible 1-hour inversion, yeah. Okay. Can we retest and move to the upside? That's what I want to see, because we are holding that fair value gap. There's another inversion here. Can we retest this previous daily high and continue to the upside? Let's see. Let me change the visibility. Okay. You want the honest truth, guys? I think I don't have any bias. I will mark this AM session 15 minutes for value gap above. But to be honest, I don't have any bias for today. We could come back here and reject lower. So there is that possibility. I think that's what you should be looking into. Previous daily low are below the Asia low. It is holding, so it looks like there is an SMT here. Oh, sorry. It looks like there is an SMT here. So it looks like there is an SMT between the previous daily low. As I said, look at this one alpha value gap it held, push to the upside. The question is, are we going to get a rejection here and come back lower, or are we going to continue to this sell side liquidity above on the blue line? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, look at that breaker. Possibility of shorts. Possibility of shorts are high. Because this 15 minutes for value gap, it has a breaker. So I could short to this low. To this. Is it a session low? Let me check. It's not even a session low. Yeah. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah. This has not reacted on that 15 minutes for value gap. But my guy here, it has. So there is this equal. Okay, I see. Okay, I see where I could be targeting, to be honest. There is a bit of trend line liquidity forming here. With the 5 minutes for value gap here. I might consider this 5 minutes for value gap. Yep, I might consider this 5 minutes for value gap. Because there is a breaker here. Whether you want to mark that 5 minutes break or not. It's there. Oh god. I'll just come back to set your comment and tell me what you think. Quickly check your comments. Do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'll truly appreciate that. Okay. I might look for short around here. I'm not gonna look for long. I think I'm bearish. Any move lower, I will consider it. I'm just gonna be watching here. So that's what I'm looking for tonight. But let's get to long-term analysis. Okay, let's go to long-term analysis and speak about all the juicy stuff that I love talking about. Okay. Do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'll truly appreciate that. Let's speak about all the juicy stuff. We'll get back to this. Let me just mark this now. Just gonna set this alarm here. Here we go. Let's see if it will flip that. Yeah, I think that's a good move. Okay. I do have my alarm. Let's go to higher time frame. Okay, higher time frame. For S&P 500 and Nasdaq, I have nothing. However, I am long Russell. Oh God. I have taken long on Russell. So far, it looks like signs of rejections are there. Um, I guess it's just looking at this areas that I'm looking for now. We've been entered. I'm looking for that to just, if it can flip, take out that high, come back to that resistant area, retest that back again, and then maybe I can move my stop loss to break even. But I am long here. I am long Russell. I do love the trade. I think this is the only one that I'm long. Lately I've not been getting a lot. I've not been getting a lot of hold on. Okay. Uh did the alarm go? That's an old alarm. Just gonna check this alarm. Okay, so as I said, I am long Russell. In terms of look, um, how do I put this right? I think I am not. I don't have a lot of possible position in terms of forex, so I will be looking into EFTs, ETFs, and indices. So, but let's just look at possible trades in that regard because I love talking about this, and I think I might have to start selling it. So, uh, in terms of forex, I do have GJ, GPP, AUD, AUD CAD. I just want to see. Oh, there's a new update, guys. This is the moving averages. It's interesting. Just want to see the GJ moving average. I love this thing. Where is the GJ moving average? So GJ, it's uh okay. GJ, because the one that is bearish, you look at the 50 MA, 100 MA, and 200 MA, they're all bullish. And then 220 MA is still neutral. So I think the trend is not flipped really, but we're not there, man. Let's just quickly, before we speak about a lot, as I said, just wanted to look at the economic thing for GJ. And when you look at British pound against the Australian dollar, it is bearish as well. So I just want to see the heat map and just look at the economic sediments and what really changed. I'm interested in that. Why all the flip, all of this, and it's interesting. It's not really bearish though. It's still bullish, but why bearish against a? Let me do this. Let me do this. Oh, okay. Against GJ, it's very. I mean, JP, the Japanese yen is very bullish compared to 57. That's 10% more. But now I just have to make up a story. I have to come up with a story to determine why. When you look at British pound against the Japanese yen, in terms of macroeconomics, let me look at the Japanese yen. It is a bit bullish, I should say. Now it makes sense. You look at retail sales, uh, was bad, came out worse than expected. That's very bearish for both I mean, for the currency and the stocks. But when you look at PPI, CPI, they were very bullish, which now the actual CPI is at 0.2, worse than expected, so which is at 2.9%. which is quite higher compared to where it was. So that is why it's bullish. Yeah, PPI same thing, household spending same thing. So it looks like there is the economy. There is a bit of risk appetite on the British pound on the yen. When you look at CPI, PPI, household unemployment rate, which was bearish for both. However, on the bullish side of GDP growth, which it was a bit of a good meetup because we got 0.2% better than expected. When you look at the two, you look at service PMI, also we got 4.5%, 4.5 better than the one that was forecasted. So basically, we are starting to be bullish in terms of the currency against the yen, though. That needs to be clear against the yen, though, because I'm looking at DJ. I'm just trying to see really why are we starting to be bearish? Why are we seeing the bearish sediments? And then um, so this is what I'm saying. But let's look at the technicals, man. Because sometimes you have to just mix these things with technicals, maybe, and then you'll understand why we have flipped. But for now, I don't know. Let's just quickly. Uh, look at GJ. GJ is bearish. Let me see. Oh, look at that. Mm. Can we get a move all the way out like that? Perhaps the bearishness will hold. For now, this support is still very strong, man. Unless possible. But the question here will say, will a trade like this work? Will a trade like this work though? I'm gonna contemplate a trade like this. Or just all the way up to this low. I could contemplate. Thing is why I just wanna take profit here. It's a retest of this gap that it left. So let me think. I think this is something that I can consider against the Australian yen. I was looking for this. Oh, took this trade. Oh God, this thing is bearish for nothing. You know what's interesting here? Do I want to for it to come back all the way up around here to look for a trade, or should I wait for it to come back all the way this support here, this resistant area, possible for trade? I don't know. I think GA it's not as good to be fair, but yeah, I think technically it doesn't make sense. Honestly, technical doesn't make sense, but we'll come back here. Let's just jump on to day trading. I wanna see something here. Do, 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 do. Nothing is happening here. Nothing is happening here. Can I wait for a flip? Flip that. Just, I'm gonna mark this again. Just setting up for the limit on the day trading side. Okay. Quickly respond here. Uh, okay. Sorry about that. Let's look at this, man. Okay, let's continue speaking about macroeconomics and fundamentals on the Edge Finder because I love talking about it. You know, guys, once I speak about the Edge Finder, I don't finish. Let's look at the macroeconomics, man. So, so there's new things that I want us to go through. Uh, okay, let's look at the technicals of gold. Even though it's a bit neutral, we don't have anything against gold. It's a bit neutral. It is holding that support, that resistance. For me, for gold, um, look, if I could, I might even buy ETFs here at that level. I might buy an ETF at that level. I'm just I'm just letting you know that I will be adding ETFs because already SA40 index. Um, I'm starting to build ETFs on my SA top 40 index for longs. As I said, as it goes lower, I will look, but I'm also watching this low here on the JSA top 40 index. I'm watching this low. However, I did buy a C top 40 ETF, just gonna be adding on it. Just want this good exposure. So that's my entry price here. This was my first entry price. As it comes back lower, if it comes back to these lows, right now I'm just looking at that low. I will add and come back that low. I will add. I know eventually we will get a move like that. Just building up stocks on the ETF side of things. Um, just watching that. That's why I just entered there. I am still gonna look for other prices just to add positioning on it. So don't be surprised. I am really positioned on ETFs. Oh God. Okay, makes sense. Now let's jump on this and speak about it. I know you've been waiting for it. So there's few things that I want us to speak about on the Edge Finder. Look at that. Look at that. The technical AI news feeder. So this is easy to read news and whatever is happening in the market um, here. Also, it just gives you a clear idea what's happening with gold. One of the things that it's saying about gold, it says, let's see the other six sources that it's taking from, if it will allow us. Can be taken from this guy. Hold on. Can be. Uh, just want to say something. Sorry. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Oh, RoboForex. Okay. Anyway, let's just look into this. So one of the things that this AI does just gives you an idea as an AI news, and you look at the AI news as you're building your macroeconomics ideas, but you have to also look at the news. One of the things it's mentioning here, it says gold remains in the consolidation with technical projection favoring a gradual decline towards 2000. I don't see gold going back to 2000. Let me quickly check. I disagree though. No ways. Ah, no ways. I don't think it will go back to 2000. I doubt. Okay. I doubt. The 2000 mark, I doubt. Oh, it's quite far. No, I doubt. I doubt on the 2000 mark. But anyway, let's see what as the risk sentiment steadies and dollar strength persists. Analysts consider notes gold could remain upside if US economic uncertainty worsens or geopolitical risk reason arises. So this is something that, because the economic certainties in the US, you can't be very clear. As much as we got our first rate cuts, we might be getting another rate cut again. It's really unclear. Oh, okay, shucks. Okay, here's an alarm. that we've been waiting for will continue. Uh, let me see. We did cross the line, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe here. Okay, I don't like it. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting, yeah. Giving me questions, eh? Hmm. Just thinking, sorry. I will love for what it's doing. I do love what it's doing. I don't love it, but I'm just trying to be persistent and wait. As a short here makes sense on this retest here. To look for that low. Given that there's a fair value gap here, there's an inversion. Yeah. Okay. There's kind of a breaker here. There's a kind of 1 minute breaker. So let me wait for this closure. Just gonna wait for this closure. Okay. I mean, we'll take this trade here. I took it. I've taken it. Let's see how it plays out. Taking that trade there. Just gonna move this just on the side and just wait out. Just if it flips this thing here, where the alarm is, I am gonna move my stop loss to break even. So far, good direction. Look, here we go. Just cross that line again. This I should say it's a good move so far. Good move so far. Good move. Is there a need to hold on to risk? I think so. It could reject again. I'm just gonna hold on to risk and see if it will reject again and go back up, and then we're gonna get a closure below the red line that I drew. Because to be fair, you could put up that this will break even, but I think this will make sense as my break even point. Before we speak about a lot of things, Do not forget to like and subscribe. There's a good trade that is happening. You see why I didn't want to move my stop loss too early? Look at that rejection. I will only take one trade today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm on a trade. To be honest, you could target that low, but I just want to target uh here. But I might close it up on a 1:2 because of this 1 minute for value gap there. But let's see. Yeah, I think it's fine where it is. I think it's fine where it is, so I'm just gonna be watching it. Where are you from? Bravo Tau. I'm from South Africa. Where are you from, Bravo? And where are you based? I'm based in ML. Where are you from, Bravo? Tau. I'm assuming you're in South Africa. That's a good move. So if it breaks below, leaving that fair value gap, I will move my stop loss to break even. Don't forget to like and subscribe, man. Oh, come on. Butshwana. Okay, wara. Okay, abuti. Or Aussie. Why in Botswana, brother? It's as if I know Botswana. I don't know Botswana. I'm just being curious. Okay, let's see. Malung. Ebo. Sorry, guys, I was on a call. So the trade is not looking good. It looks like we have a full rejection, full on rejection. If I'm taking out here, I'm just gonna call it a day on the day trading. Then we'll speak about the. We're just gonna speak about the swing trading. Then I call it a night. Everything that I wanted to speak to you about. Hmm. Utswa kae Botswana abuti? Still on a trade. No, no, okay. I don't know if I should tell you this. I'm from Muchudi, bro. Your name sounds Tswana. Matswana Bartare. Your name sounds Tswana. That's why I was concerned. Anyway, I've just joined and subscribed, brother. I'm tired of coolers. Who's cooler streaming? Everywhere now we have our own, our very own. This is awesome. That's perfect, man. We can grow together. If sometimes you're a trader, you wish to join me and we discuss the market, including macros, definitely, brother. Email me. Will join me on the stream, man. As long as you have your PC, internet, webcam. Come on, man. Share your love with people. Discuss the market, even though now I'm about to be taken out. But look, it's part of trading, man. So my name, so the name Leahor Fumo, it's a combination of Tsonga and Pedi, for which those are my kids' names. Oh, Kulas, yeah. There's a lot of Indian streamers. During the during the PM session, I only know one or two. Oh, Kulas. Oh, Kulas. So, so in Botswana, you still call them the same word we're using in South Africa. I guess so. Because I didn't want to just misinterpret that. I didn't know that in Botswana, you are still calling them the same word. But what I was saying, Emakuleni by the corner. So, but what I was saying was, uh, look, I do stream, let me think, 2 weeks in a row. And then the last week I don't stream because I'll be working. I don't stream the PM session because I'm working night shift. So basically, in a nutshell, I do trade the PM session only, but I do swing trading. So once in a while, I do updates about my swing trading, um, and then my thoughts on what I'm looking for on a trade. And I might do that more often on Facebook. So on Facebook, it's Leago Reforma Capital. Leago is in Setswana Pedi or Sutu, but mine it's Leago as in Sipedi and Reforma it's a Tonga word. Um, yeah, man. Because I also discuss macros on the trade that I have on the swing positioning. I do have Russells, which is US 200. But I tried to short Nasdaq now for the PM session. It doesn't look good. But that's me, man. I know I mumble a lot. I know I mumble a lot. Just waiting to see if the trade will work out. This trade does not look like it will work out though. Not feeling well, hey? You know what? One thing about frustrating about trading the PM session, sometimes there won't be volume, especially on a Monday. You'll struggle with getting an actual volume to move the market. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's how we call them. Tickmill. So if Tickmill is not supported in Botswana, don't use it, brother. I use it because I trade the 1 minute time frame, so the spread is good for me. It uses a very tight spread. So make sure that when you use a broker, it's fully regulated in your country. As for me, Tickmill is fully regulated in South Africa, so that is why I'm using it. So OctaFX, if OctaFX is good, you're happy with your 1 minute, or if you're a swing trader, then just use that, man. That's all I can say for you. But yeah, I do trade the PM session. So this week and next week I'll be trading the PM session. I'll start streaming 7:30 p.m. and then next week also the PM session. And then the other week, because I'm working night shift, I'll just be giving update on Facebook. Just speaking my mind, man. So I've created Facebook where I normally, let me see if I can open it and share it with you, where I normally speak. Um, how do I put this? I speak my mind. Let me put it that way. I I just document what I think in terms of swing positioning and potential trade that I want. So yeah, but I'll show you now. No. Was I supposed to open this? No. I've opened the wrong one. Uh, let's see. Just gonna try to log on Facebook and show you. Maybe you can follow that because like more like a blog. It's called a flogging. Is it flog or blogging? It's more like a blogging of some sort. I just trade. I just blog everything that I do. I'm about to be taken out on the trade, but we'll still hold on. As you're joining in, do not forget to like and subscribe. Then you can comment and tell me what you think as I'm trying to log on just to show you what I do. Okay, I'll blog. Just see. This is a professional one. I don't want the professional one. I don't want a professional. Okay. Just want. Okay. Just trying to log on. This is interesting. Okay. Oh God. Let's see. Here we go. Blog. And okay, I'll show you now. So this is how I do it. That's how I block my ideas and plans, and I update them on Facebook. Let me quickly share with you. Okay. So this is how I do it. I'm not out on the trade, but this is how I do it. So here, because this is my own dashboard, just look at this. So here, what I don't know if it's clear on your side, but it should be. Let me do it this way. So what I do, I don't know if it will allow me to view it. But anyway, so this is what I do. For example, here I was long GPP, British Pound CAD. So what I do, I'll just say, hey traders, I'm looking for. So basically I explain everything and what I'm looking for at the blogging and explaining my idea. As you can see, so I was mapping up potential trade that I'm looking for and explaining it using so these are the pictures. This is the macroeconomics. You look at your GDP. This is coming from a platform called A1 Trading, and why, and then comparing that, and you look at these technicals, why I was looking for longs at the extreme low. Okay, here we go. So here's how I explain it. Just a blogging way of what I do. But anyway, it says, hey traders, I'm looking for a long opportunity on GPP CAD this week. If price action retraces back to key support, I will be looking to take long from that zone. Fundamentals. The Canadian dollar remains weak across the board. Both PPI and CPI data have shown a slowdown, which is bearish for CAD. On top of that, GDP growth and unemployment have been moving in the wrong direction. Clear signs of economic pressure in the Canadian. That's when the Canadian dollar was under pressure. Meanwhile, the UK economy, because you're comparing the two economies, looks slightly more stable in comparison to giving the British pound an edge over the other pair. Check the next two pictures. That's when I explain that if you look at the two pictures that explain everything, and then that's when I put a disclaimer. But what's your view on? So I ask you. So basically, that's what I do here. What was happening here? I will give you this S&P 500. I was looking to long S&P 500 or Bitcoin. I was looking for that long on Bitcoin, and this is what the macroeconomics look like. So then this is what the macroeconomics was showing me. Nasdaq was bullish, but this is looking at all the macroeconomics that you could potentially get. And this is the macroeconomics as well, explaining the two states or the two countries. And then the technicals, what I'm looking for on the technicals. And then here we go. You just explain. Since NFP report was cancelled, the spotlight is now on the upcoming labor data. Remember, the NFP was cancelled last time, but now we have to look for the upcoming labor data. It was just after we have closed the, what do you call this? After the, now my English is gone. After the government shutdown, this will be decided factor whether the Fed cuts rates or not. And guess what? The Feds did cut rate because the labor data was under pressure. So that's what I was explaining. So Edge Finder outlook currently bullish for US dollar, and that has been very bullish. I'm closely monitoring GBP, CAD, USD, JPY, US indices. Crypto corner, also watching Bitcoin. We are slowly moving into risk on environment, and we know once we're on risk on environment, when CPI it's at its lowest, labor data it's good, the market it's ready to risk on. That's when you look at the indices and stocks moving to the upside. That's why I was explaining and I showed you the technicals. But anyway, that's what I was trying to explain, that that's what I am doing on Facebook. Oh, I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, that's how I do it, brother. But I'm out. I'm out on the trade. I didn't see that. I'm out and it retraced lower. So, yeah, I'm out on the trade that I was holding. I don't think I'll look for another trade. And this might come back all the way down, by the way. I don't think I'll look for another trade today. I don't think. So, yeah, you can just check out the Ahor Former Capital thing. I don't think I'll look for a trade. But anyway, let's just quickly do the macroeconomics and explain everything that I was looking for. As I was saying earlier before I went on this trade, let's just go to swing trading and then we can call it a day. I was still explaining earlier on, I was still explaining what I'm looking for. As I said before, uh, I am long Russell. I am long Russell. I am long Russell. But let's look at this macroeconomics. We just earlier on, before the trade was triggered, we're looking at just news, what's been happening in terms of news, uh, in the macro in based on gold. Recent performance shows gold holding near key support but lacking strong bullish catalyst in the immediate. So the catalyst here that they are speaking about, it's you need to for gold to move to the upside, you need at least uncertainties in the market, and maybe it might not be a risk on asset environment, then that might push gold to the upside. But for now, I think gold might consolidate for a while. They are predicting that it will go down to 2,000 US dollars per ounce. I doubt. I'm not looking for that. I don't think that will happen. Yes, I did, as I explained earlier, and I think I spoke about this, and I made it clear that as much as I am not holding gold as in I'm buying gold on this lower retracement as it comes back lower. But I said I might add gold as an ETF, GLD ETF. I might look to buy gold ETFs on a stock trading platform now, not as in on the CFDs. So one of them, look, to be honest, I was looking for this low, yeah, just to add a position as an EFT on GLD. But also you could look for other um, ETFs. One of them will be, where is it? Will be this one in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, in the US Stock Exchange. You could look to buy an ETF here. Even though I've not bought it, you could look to buy an ETF there. I'm just contemplating adding more ETFs. As I said, I might buy a gold ETF, which are shares, and then as it comes back lower, I will still continue adding because I know eventually gold will push to the upside. Add all its support as we come back lower. Continue adding gold ETFs. So I'll be dollar averaging gold ETFs. So that's what I wanted to explain about gold. But let's move along, man. Nah, it's fine, man. It's fine. It's part of trading. That's why now I said if I get a loss there, I am not gonna continue looking for trades. I'm gonna call it a night. It happens. It just took me directly by week and rejected. But anyway, let's speak about this, man. We're still discussing these things, yeah. Before, so that I can call this a day. I need to call it a day. So, but anyway, this was just all the sources that was looking for. Global economic outlook clouded by geopolitical structural wind. So you can just look at all this Euro USD in bearish structure amid dollar strength. We all know that dollar has gained a bit of strength. I am more interested in this. FTSE one UK FTSE 100 is up. So basically, you can just look at the news that you'll be looking for. I love it, man. Um, I spoke about Russell. Let's see what is telling us. Any news about Russell? So information regarding the Russell index is not available in providers. There's no recent news forecast for performance. Okay, but this is not a surprise. Yes, we have hit a new high. But anyway, let's look at. So this is a new thing, man. To be honest. What are they saying? S&P remains firm near recent highs, supported by robust U.S. operating earnings, steady treasury yields. Yes, the way earnings, and I think the U.S. has been performing well. Your Nvidia and others, Nvidia and others, they've been through the corporate earnings. They've been doing quite well. That has pushed the stock market to the upside, more especially the ETF, which we have retraced lower amid the all-time high. That's just explaining. So you can just get everything that you're looking for. But also, I love this area that does include the technical heat map, but it's just looking at the MAs. So if we're to look at here, you look at Nikkei, they're all bullish, looking at the 250 MA, 100 MA, 200 MA, SMA. So you look at your moving averages, it explains everything. So I love it. So, but we'll speak about this, man, tomorrow. We have all the time in the world to speak about this. We have all the time in the world. And if you're interested in this platform that I'm using, let me know. Maybe we can hit you up. So, anyway, we said DJ is bearish, Nikkei is bullish. So, let me look at Nikkei in China 50 and AUD in terms of technicals. And then we look at the technicals, then we can call it a day, man. Oh, look at that. Look at that stupid move. Now, broken below, we might leave that as a fair value gap. You could move to break even, yeah. Look at that. Oh, man, look at that. But anyway, it is fine. Look at that. Now you could mark this. If you entered this trade earlier on when I entered, and your spread did save you on that high, and then you're good, I think you could move your stop loss to break even now. Because I don't think I want this 1 minute fair value gap to hold here. And others can say, why don't you re-enter? I'm not looking for re-entry here. I don't see any structure. Look, my stop loss will be at the same point, targeting this low now. I'm not looking to reload. So if you are not taken out on that high, you could move your stop loss to break even. It happens, man. That's one thing which you need to accept, that it happens a lot in trading. Something like this. Taken out on a week and it is coming lower. But since I'm taken out, let's finish up our analysis. Anyone still on the trade? That would be interesting if you've been saved. But now your stop loss will be at break even. Okay. Where were we? I wanted to speak about Nikkei, US oil, and AUD CAD. On the Forex side, let's start with AUD CAD. I'm not feeling well. AUD CAD. AUD CAD is bullish. I could look to come back to this low here. So yeah, it happens, man. So I could look to come back. So long term AUD CAD, if it comes back here, hold that support to look for longs. That I would be more interested in it. In the 4-hour time frame, honestly, I don't think this will hold, eh? I am gonna look for this alt long term structure here to hold that support. And if it hold that support, then perhaps we could look for longs. But I will decide on it. US oil, let's see. It's saying it's bearish. For me, I'm a bit bullish. As I've explained, I'm a bit bullish. I'm looking for that support to just flip. So if it flips, I was very bullish. If it flips that, but now it's saying it's bearish. So if you're comfortable, if you do trade oil, you can take this trade, yeah. Let's see. And it does give a 1:2. Yep. Does this make sense? Load here, look for longs, shorts to the current low. A cool load. I'll think about it. I will think about it. And I did explain that US oil. And I think, look, there could be a low retracement as much as the world inflation might be coming lower. There might be a slowdown. Let's see. I'm interested in seeing the news for oil. Interesting. I'm interested in seeing the news for oil as much I'm looking to short. And this is what I love. Just to give an idea what other traders are thinking about oil. Okay, nothing much about oil here. Okay, nothing much about oil is fine. But yeah, you could reload here to look for shorts. And then another one that I said we'll speak about before I close it, because I need to close it now. Nikkei longs. Nikkei longs. Let's see Nikkei longs. Oh, look at that. I didn't get the retracement that I was looking for. Just retrace halfway through and jumped over. You could have taken that trade here. Honestly, you could have taken this trade here on exactly on that support. Let's see. You could have taken that trade here. Look at that. That was a good trade. But now it's still bullish. I am gonna wait for a retracement. Let's look for a retracement. It's at all-time high, and I'm not looking into reloading where it is. So, but anyway, I think this come to the end of the session, man. Join me tomorrow between half past 7 and 8. I will be live doing all the swing trading updates, looking at micros, and day trading at the same time, looking and explaining everything. So do not be afraid to join me. For today, it does favor a bit, man. Let's see. It does. Where is it? Long-term trade, US oil. It does. It's a 1:2. 1:2 1.5, in fact. 1:2 2.5. It does look good. 1:2 2.5. If you reload where it is to look for this low, that's a 2.5, almost a 2.5. So it does make sense. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, the only trade I have, it's Russell. I am holding Russell for now. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And for my daily vlogging and my analysis as my thoughts, please just click the link in the description. You go to Facebook, like on Facebook, and you can send stars, guys. Let's just like and subscribe on YouTube. And I think like other videos, watch other videos, and tell me and comment and tell me what you think. But for today, I have to call it a day. And I wish to pass my gratitude to Bravo Tau 1870 Tau. Ke a leboga ngwana mme. Ke a leboga motswana gešo. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm hoping that tomorrow you join me and we trade together. Other than that, I love you, man. I truly appreciate you. Have a great day. Bye.